Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Today we're back with Superfilm support. Remember, you can go to superfilmsupport.com and ask me any film question. This is the first Superfilm support I'm doing from Finland. I just moved over. I'm actually at Camera Store right now. You might have seen this before. So if there's a little echo, it's not optimal. It's because I still don't have my own studio space. So today's question is coming from Michael Wellman, and I'm reading off the computer, so sorry for that, don't have a desk. And he says he has the Jobo 3063 or 3063, which he uses to develop 14 by 17 inch film and 8 by 20 film. He wants to know if he can use it for developing 8 by 10 film inside the tank, and if it will get out of place and maybe like go loose and then overlap and you'll have developing issues. So when you're using the Jobo expert tanks, the 3005, 6, and 10, those are usually with tubes and are simple to develop 4x5, 5x7, 8x10. The quick answer should be, Michael, you should be getting the Jobo 3005, but that tank is around $600. You currently have a different tank, you want to try to use it. So what I would recommend is Jobo used to sell, and I can't find them on their website, and it seems like Photo Impex in Europe has it listed but out of stock, is the Jobo paper clips. And I'm going to put a picture just up here so you guys can see those. Those paper clips are supposed to grip into the internal ribs of a Jobo expert tank so you can develop smaller sheets without them popping out. They do have, the tanks do have ribs internally, which usually like account for different common sizes, 8 by 10, 11 by 14, 16 by 20, all these usual sizes. They have some sort of labyrinth of ribs where you can click the sheets, basically they curve and they hit those ribs and they don't come off. What happens is when the film or the paper gets wet, it can have a tendency to pop out of place. So what I recommend is those paper clips, if you can find them secondhand. If you have any friend that has a lot of Jobo gear, I'm sure they have plenty of these clips. Me, myself, I have like 10 or 12 of these clips, but they're currently shipping in a container to Finland, so I can't show you exactly how I use them. But I basically, they look like rice, like a semi-rice tube, which you can slide through these ribs so you can do 8 by 10. I've used the Jobo 3063 for basically 8 by 10 color paper, RA4 system, and I've done like 12 sheets at a time. I think that's how much you can do in the tank, but it's doable, but I would recommend the clips. If you are scared of the film maybe coming off, I would recommend grabbing 3 bad sheets and testing it with chemicals and just like, or water only, and just keeping it at the temperature, rotating at a slow speed, which is how you should do the expert tanks, and see if those sheets pop off. But the hardest part is usually loading the tank in the dark, but you can get used to it. If you've done other films in the Jobo expert tanks, you should be, familiar with this method. So yeah, that's what I recommend. I recommend first option, do try to find the 3005 Jobo tank. If you don't want to, because it's expensive, and I understand that, you can go ahead and buy these paper clips, the paper clips from Jobo. They're specific. Like I said, I'll leave a picture here and a link below to the Photo Impex so you can get an image of how they are. And if you can use those, fine. If not, test the head with some old film or some bad film, scratch film, something. Everybody has bad film if they're shooting 8 by 10. Sadly, not a lot of results are perfect always, or over liking. So use those, test it out, see if they pop out, and if they don't, test it with some film. Maybe not your favorite shots ever, just to see if this cycle works without the paper clips. But I recommend the paper clips because they're just kind of like nice for that, and they're intended for that. So yeah, that was Superfilm support this week. Like I said, not in my studio, not in optimal conditions. I just wanted to try to make the video for you guys. So I hope this helped you, Michael. Remember, this Superfilm support happens thanks to Patreons and donations. So I'm leaving the link below to those. Considering I just moved, it's like the most important time to have support. So anything is welcome. And yeah, if you have any questions, this is Superfilm support. You can go to superfilmsupport.com, send your questions. I'll try to answer you as soon as possible. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and see you in the next one. Bye.